Is it recording?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just start now. Welcome everyone to the pre-match press conference for Chennaiyin FC ahead of the match against SC East Bengal tomorrow. We have with us our head coach Chava Laszlo and our defender Enes Sipovic. Please use the raise hand gesture on the app, and I'll come to you for the questions. If we can have a couple of questions for Enes to start with. Yeah, Pranav, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, I had a question for the coach. May I ask now?
Okay, cool. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, first of all, good afternoon, coach, and congratulations for the previous games to win. So, coach, is there anything in particular from the previous game which you think the players still need to improve on so that the upcoming games become more favorable to your team? And also, particularly the hero of the previous match, Ismail Goncalves, what can the fans further expect from him?
Yeah, good afternoon. What can you do way better? As it's very simple. Don't consider goal and score more than two. But okay, this is so that I think we have to be sometime more compact. And we talked about the chances which one we create and we don't score. But I think in this game. We scored 2 good goals, and then okay, we missed also some chances. But I must be honest that the opponent also he had some good opportunities. So in this reason, I think just to answer to your question, also in the midfield and also in the defense, we need a little bit more attention how we stay. Also. The movement without ball must be a little bit improved. But so generally, I am pleased with the performance from the team. So if we can bring with the same performance in the pitch, what we done also against Odisha, I think we can be definitely. Well, yeah, I can be positive. But on the other side, I don't train never against just one player. So I train my team against the other team, And okay, everybody have his individual skills. We know that East Bengal he brought some good new players in. He tried definitely also in the offense very hard. He have definitely good players, but I have also good defense player. So generally, how I told you, I try to train my team so that to win the team against East Bengal, not against one player.
All right. Thank you so much, coach.
Yeah, thank you, coach. Srivatsan, you can go next.
Good afternoon, coach and Enes. First of all the very best for tomorrow's game.
Thank you.
My question is for Enes. Enes, this is your first season in India. So how has the general experience been? Because you've played 10 games so far, and how has the adaptation been? And the important part of the season is coming up now. So do you think you can unleash your best from here on?
What I think, India Super League is really tough. It's not very simple to come here and to play. Quality is over there, and work ethic is amazing here in India. So teams are almost all equally, and every game is tough. So when I compare with another championships where I played here, maybe when you compare with Qatar, it's a little bit faster, but in same, it's technically a little bit, it's not in same level. Yeah, second part of the season is start, so we will try to give our best, and we will try to be better than first 10 games.
Thank you, coach. I have a question for you. If you look at East Bengal, most of the goals have come from the triumvirate of Bright Enabakare, Jax Magoma, and Matty Steenman. So all of them, all the players, they try to come deep and play more in the midfield than playing in the final third. They look to be in the action more. So have you got any special plans to win that midfield battle against them?
Yes, to give you the direct answer, I think this is not very wise from my side, just because after we can tell you that we talked about the direct tactic, but generally we have also our strongness in the midfield, and generally also we are a team who stay compact, and then if we stay compact, I think we have enough quality to win the game against East Bengal, and also with all respect to East Bengal, he brought new players in, and these new players actually do very well. But I think also that our team he had some injury problems, yeah, especially after in the beginning with Isma, after come the Rafa. But in the last games, again, we stabilized us, and I am sure that we are capable to handle this game too. And then I am also very confident in my team, and this is the most important. You don't know never how the games go, never. But we will do everything to play a good game, and then to take the 3 points. I think this is also for every team actually is important to take the 3 points, because no, we don't have so many games, and every 3 points account and stabilize you and your position in the table.
Thank you very much, coach.
Thank you, Srivatsan. Thank you, coach. Anselm, I'll come to you next. Anselm.
Hi, coach. Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead, Anselm. We can hear you.
Right, coach. We've seen that you've gotten Lanza as well in the team now, but you all have struggled through injuries, as we have just admitted. How do you think your team has is capable of dealing with the challenge of the rest of the season in terms of availability of players and getting the bench strength in to perform well? Because the later half of the season was definitely going to get more challenging.
Yeah, there is so that if you see that I have players like Enes, also like Eli, who definitely he give and until he give it also the stability, and I account to these players also. This player can give the young players. Okay, Lanza, he arrived today, so he have to go in the quarantine for 14 days. This will be a plus body definitely, and we need, because that after the Rafa in the midfield is complete out for the season. I think also that we need also creativity, and we need players who definitely feel the gap. And generally, my Indian players, yeah, he have also the experience in the ISL. He are young, but he have experience. We could also, or let's say, we discovered also Deepak and Ali, who definitely also do his job, and he do very good. We have also in the background German Edwin, who German was also injured, but he is back. Edwin is also ready, and he are waiting to show his talent. And for this reason, I think the atmosphere is good, the chemistry is good in the team, and this is what I want to achieve first. To have a good chemistry, to have a good team spirit. We had a lot of draws. In these draws, we had also the possibility to win the games. Now, I hope we will come more stronger in the second part of the season. And I hope also that the team will show not just his skills in the fighting split, also that we can score more goals and we can win the games.
Great. Thank you, coach. Srivatsan, I think you have a question for Enes.
Enes, after East Bengal, Chennaiyin FC plays against Mumbai City and ATK Mohun Bagan, Hyderabad FC. So if I'm not wrong, you're on 3 yellow cards right now, and a 4th could lead to a suspension. So going into tomorrow's game, what's your strategy just to avoid missing an important game?
There is no strategy about that. I didn't even know that I have 3 yellow cards. Now you mentioned, so I know. Thank you. Honestly, there is no strategy. This is the way I play. I believe I get some yellow cards that I didn't deserve, but okay. every duel I go without compromise, and this way of my game. And okay, I will be careful to not make some stupid yellow card. But if you have a dangerous attack and you have to stop somebody for the price of yellow cards, I'm gonna stop him. So that I don't think about Mumbai and ATK. Honestly, I didn't know that we play against them next games. So in my mind, it's only East Bengal.
Thank you and all the best.
This is what I want to tell you also. You see, I don't talk to Dennis before, but we think about game to game, and this is the most important that the team also, I told to the team, you have to understand that every single game is like a final, and we are just talking about East Bengal, and we are not talking what's happening after tomorrow. I telling always the first step, before you do the second step, you have to think about the first step, and this is what I want also from my team, that he concentrating just about the actual situation.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you, coach. Uh, any other questions, Anselm, Pranav, or Srivatsan? Okay, I don't think so. There's a question from another journalist, NS. There's some audio issues for them. The question to you is: they noticed that in the last game there were a few instances where you made a few tackles and you stood up, and there was a lot of passion and aggression. So, is that was pleasing to see someone from a defensive side of things, show that kind of passion, that aggression. So one is, how do you approach games? Do you look at the forward line of the opposition and pick duels, or it's just focusing on your team's performance? And at the same time, the second question is, what is your guidance like been for younger Indian players from a defensive mold of things, players like Deepak and others who have come into the fold this season?
Okay, in beginning, of course, we are looking videos of opponent, and we have all information about our opponents and about my direct player I play against him. Of course, I analyze game of my opponent. That I'm aggressive, okay, I like to be aggressive. If striker see the soft defender, he will use this. I as defender, you have to be aggressive because strikers are sharp and fast and sometimes sneaky, and you have to use all your weapons against them. If this aggressivity is sometimes over limit, okay, this is me. This is how I play. I mean, you don't need to be scared, but you sometimes will feel my tackles. Second part was how okay, young players here are very interesting, very talented, and they don't need a lot of guidance. They have coach every day. They learn new things. What I can tell them is, if they work honest, if they don't try to cheat football will give them back everything. Because football, if you try to cheat them to avoid something, to not work, if you want one training do 50%, the next training you go 100% in the game, you will miss this 50% you didn't give on the training. So every training you go 100%, and it's the most important for future.
Thank you so much, Enes. Coach, the last question for you. Anything in terms of the team news, just for the journalists, because they all ask about the team news. Any injury concerns, anything else, and we'll close after that.
No, it's everybody is game fit. Maybe German is so that okay, maybe he can play 15 minutes, 20 minutes generally, but he's also back from the injury. We don't have injuries actually. This is good, and yeah, Lanza is arrived today, so we are waiting that the 14 days is over in the quarantine. That's all. What can I care just about the team?
Thank you so much. Thank you again for your time, Coach and NS, and wish you all the very best for the game tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we will see you before the next.